Good morning to all. Today we are starting the last part of your first unit. Line drawing algorithm and clipping algorithm we are going to discuss. Okay, so this content may require two classes. This class we shall discuss line drawing algorithm and clipping algorithm. Okay, so one part alone we are going to discuss. I means two-dimensional clipping we are discussing in this class. Components of computer graphics. I am just refreshing the fundamental. You will be knowing it already. So computer graphics, this involves monitor, digital memory or frame buffer, display controller. Here this deals with CRT monitor, means cathode ray tube monitor. So it will have matrix of discrete cells, means in row you will have n number of dots, in column also you will have n number of dots. So depending upon the creation, whatever pixels the created object is on there, that particular pixel will be eliminated so that we can able to see the object. That is how CRT monitor works. Okay, so here graphical entity like line or circle or any other entity is represented as a series of points or dots on the screen. Therefore, it is called as a point plotting device, CRT monitor. Okay, so pixel, what is pixel? Pixel is a very small rectangular element, or it is called as pixel, small element, rectangular element, or a picture element. If you see here, resolution of 1024 means 1024 number of dots along the horizontal direction, x direction, and y direction you will have 769. Every dot will have n number of dots, so that you will have a pixel in the screen. So graphical primitives, engineering graphics, you have studied n number of primitives, point, line, plane, and 3D objects also, all coming under graphic primitives. In this session, we are going to discuss only the creation of line. So line drawing algorithm we are going to discuss. Here if you look at, this is an example. You see here 0 to 15 means you are having columns, 10 number of rows, 11 number of rows, and 60 number of columns. This is a pixel, this is a pixel. So how many number of pixels you will have? You have to multiply it. 16 into 11 will be the size of this screen or resolution of this screen. Here, if the starting point and end points are known, in between pixels can be eliminated, or it will made to glow by using different algorithm. Once starting point and end points are known, in between points you have to calculate, means in between pixels you have to calculate and make it glow, so that we can able to generate the straight line, or we can see the straight line. One of the simplest algorithm is digital differential analyzer algorithm. So the process of turning on the pixels for a line segment is called vector generation. Okay. Now let me give you a simple example, numerical example. From this example, we shall go to the algorithm. Once you understood this, then you can write the algorithm on your own. Okay. So the starting point of the line is 2, 7. End point is 15, 10. How to generate this algorithm? In this case, x1, this is x1, 2, x2 is 15. Y1 is 7, Y2 is 10. Y2 is 10. Okay. Absolute value of difference between X is taken as 13. You have to store this value for the sake of doing iterations. Now Y1 is 7 here. Y1 is 7. Y2 is 10. Absolute difference between these two is 3. Okay. Now length is 13, means the greater value of difference between these two, 13 and 3. In this case, 13 is taken as length. Okay. X increment, the value of increment of value of X is taken as x2 minus x1 divided by length. In this case, x2 minus x1 is 13, length is 13. We have assigned this value as length. Therefore, you will get 1. Similarly, y increment, y2 minus y1 by length, y2 minus y1 is 3. This length we have assigned value 13, which is the absolute difference between x2 minus x1. Substitute, you will be getting y increment value. Now, initial values of x and y are this value. It is arbitrarily taken. Initial point x is 2. We are taking this value as 2.5. 0.5 increased. Here 7, we are adding 0.5, 7.5. It is initial value of x and y. Okay. Once it is been done, what you have to do is, okay. So now we found that this is initiation. We have initially assumed that x value 0.5 increment we have given, 2.5 and 7.5. This values truncated. Truncated in the sense, whatever be the value, float value, it can be 7, 2.8 or 2.9, something like that. Whatever be the value, you truncate it, round it to the nearest integer. So in this case, truncation of 2.5 will become 2. 7.5 will become 7. So your algorithm begins with 2, 7. You keep on increasing the iterations till you get the end point. Till you get the end point, and you have to truncate the point every time. How 3.5 and 7.33 appears here? You just look at this algorithm. So x value is this. X increment is 1. Therefore, next iteration, it will become 3.5. Y value will become 7.73. You understand? 7.73. Okay. One more time, the iteration is done. In that case, this 3.5 will become 4.5. This 7.73 by adding 0.23, you will get. Here, y value 0.23 is added continuously. In this case, 1 is added because we have defined x increment and y increment from this value. X is 1, increment value is 1, y increment value is 0.23. Therefore, you can generate, you can put it on a loop if for I is equal to 1 to length. Means 13 times this iteration will goes on, and you keep on truncating the values. Finally, intermediate pixel can be identified and you can generate a straight line. This is a very simple algorithm. There are more number of algorithms, complicated algorithm is also available, but we are restricting our discussion with DDR algorithm. Okay. Right. So likewise, you generate all the points. Every point is truncated. 3 point will become 3, 7.7, 3 will become 7. Likewise, you continue all the points. Here 15.5 will become 15, 10.69 will become 10. Therefore, till the end, you have to put it in a loop, run it, either C program or Pascal, whatever program you want, you can run it. Finally, you can generate a straight line. Means, initial pixel 2,7 will be switched, it will be switched on, then 3, 7, 4, 7, 5, 8 like that. So continuously all the pixels are turned on so that we could able to see a straight line, continuous straight line. If you keep on zooming on the straight line, you will find out the broken line. Okay. So this is the simplest algorithm by which we can generate a straight line. Okay. Now DD algorithm, what it is, you can write a program on your own also. You can draw some flowchart also if required. You just finding out here definition of the variable x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, integer. Length is a variable. It's a variable declaring the variable. I is an integer for counting purpose. X, y, x increment, y increment are the real values. Floating point allowed. Now begin. Your program begins. So the difference, absolute difference between x2 minus x1, if absolute of y2 minus y1 is less than length, then you consider this value as length. Okay. And again, x increment is the whatever expression I have shown it in the previous, x2 minus x1 by length. Y increment value is y2 minus y1 by length. After this is arbitrary definition. Initial addition you have to do. X1 plus 0.5. You can take 0.25 also. In that case, the number of iteration will be more. Okay, x1 plus 0.5, y is equal to y1 plus 0.5. Then the real loop begins for I is equal to 1 to length. In this case, the previous numerical example, I take length value as 13. Therefore, 13 times this loop will be executed. all the points identified, and it will be coming out of this loop. The program ends. Okay, here it begins. Once it's coming out of this, what happens? This will become 0.5 incremented. This is 0.5 incremented y1 value. Truncation, after truncation, initial point as such will be appearing as we seen in the previous table. Next, after crossing this one, what happens? X value is incremented by 1, because X increment, initial iteration X increment is 1, we found in the numerical example. Here 0.23 Y increment. So this 1 will be added with this, the previous X. Here 0.23 will be added, so that you can generate. So this loop keep on running for 13 times. Means as long as length value is there, it will be running it. Ultimately you can find out, you can moving from the starting point to the end point, we could be able to generate a straight line. Is it clear? What is it? One question is there. Yeah, code some mistake is there. I do agree. Okay, in the DDA algorithm, the mistake in the code is this. This should be greater than. So y2, if y2 minus y1 is greater than the length, then y2 minus y1 should be considered as length. So the previously it was mentioned as less than. That was the mistake. It's supposed to be greater than. This is the correction. You please note it down. For the entire algorithm, this statement, if absolute of y2 minus y1 greater than length, then length should be absolute of y2 minus y1. This is the correction. Agree. I do agree. In the code, some mistake is there. Okay, highest value has to be taken care. So you just look at the numerical example. You can generate your own code by using any other language you are comfortable, and you can generate it n number of points. That those pixels will be eliminated, so that you can be able to generate the line. Okay, so my objective of this course is that I am giving you overall view. So the logic behind the algorithm. By understanding that, you can write coding, or you can understand the algorithm better, and you can write on your own. Okay, right. Next one is clipping. What is clipping is, this is a viewport. This is a viewport. You just follow the cursor. This is the viewport. So in between, we might have generated some elements, straight line or whatever it is. In this case, for simplicity, I am taking straight line. If you take this straight line, only this portion will be visible. So this extension from this intersection to here will not be visible. This point definitely will not be visible, because it has been generated away from the viewport. And this line, if you see, intersection of this to this will be visible, other two cannot be visible. So by simply seeing this picture, human being can understand that this portion invisible, this portion will not be visible, this portion will not visible, this portion will not be visible. How computer understands? In the viewport, what are all the elements or entities present within the viewport is visible. So it has got certain algorithm that we are going to discuss. Again, for this clipping algorithm also, I have explained with some numerical example. That numerical example can be extended, and coding has to be done. Okay, coding you can do at your own phase. Okay. Now, what is clipping? By definition, analytically calculating the portion of primitives within the viewport. Okay, if you look at this, the diagram, the pink color rectangle referring to viewport, this portion will be visible. This portion will be visible. This is invisible. This portion invisible. Okay, as I said in the previous slide. Okay, so this algorithm we are supposed to read. You just read these words. As such, we may get somewhat confusion. We could not able to understand at this instant. If I give a numerical example, then you could understand the algorithm much better. So I will go to the numerical example, then come back to the algorithm. You can write the algorithm on your own. Once the numerical example is understood, algorithm is understood. Okay, right. There are certain conditions. So this rectangle is referring to viewport. Okay, Trivially accept means both ends should be lying within the viewport. This pink line is you can accept because both the ends are within the viewport, and this green you have to reject it because both the ends are lying outside the viewport. If you take this particular line, certain portion living outside the viewport, lying outside the viewport, and this portion is visible. Okay, so trivially accept means both the ends should be within the viewport. Reject, both the ends are away, outside the viewport. If a line is crossing the viewport, whatever portion within the viewport will be visible, outside will not be visible. This point you have to remember. Very simple. Okay. Now, the computer coding requires this algorithm, a Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm. The algorithm states that you have to divide the space, 2D space, into 9 quadrants, 9 divisions. How to divide? So assign each region a 4-bit outcode. 4-bit code you have to do. So ABRT is the mnemonic. ABRL. A is above, B is below this viewport, right side of the viewport, this one, left side of the viewport. Okay. Now this is the center point within the viewport. Okay. Now this is known as 0, 0, 0, 0. 4, 0 will be there. If you are moving up exactly above, not right, not left, in that case, this is the mnemonic. A will be 1, B 0, R 0, L 0. This is the value. Understand? Now, if I am moving above right, this is the center, above right. In this case, above will be 1, B 0, R 1, L 0. Understandable? Likewise, if it is left, above left, here 1, B 0, R 0, L 1. L is equal to 1. Similarly, this one, how to do coding? It is not above or not below. Therefore, 0, 0, right is also 0, left is equal to 1. Like this. In this case, it is right only. Therefore, 0, 0, 1, 0. This coding is also to be done in the same fashion. This is bottom left. How to write? Bottom will be 1, left will be 1, above 0, R is equal to 0. 0, 1, 0, 1. This will be the coding. This is bottom. This is bottom. Okay. So it is not above. It is below. Okay. This will be 0. Since it is lying below, bottom, put 1. R is equal to 0, L is equal to 0. This one, above is 0. It is below the viewport. At the same time, right hand side. Okay. 0, below, therefore appearing 1. Right hand side, therefore appearing 1. Left is 0. Likewise, you have to do the coding. So, in Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm, it divides the 2-dimensional space into 9 regions. 9 regions. Supposing if you are considering in 3D space, it will divide the space into 27 regions. 27 regions. Okay. So you have to remember this. In this case, the first bit is known as MSB, most significant bit. The last one is LSB, least significant bit. Okay. Right. Next. Let us see how this algorithm works. So by seeing this example, you can write coding for your own. Okay. So it's a simple case. What is the meaning of it? This is A, this is B, this is viewport. Okay, viewport. Right. So how to code A and B? A is within the viewport. B is also within the viewport. Here 0, 0, 0, 0. This is also 0, 0, 0, 0. You can do the coding. A is 0, 0, 0, 0. B is 0, 0, 0, 0. So if both the ends are within the viewport, you have to accept. Means that will be visible. That will be visible. Trivially accept condition. Next one, C and D. Do the coding. for C and D. What is C? 100. It is above. It is above 100. What is D? Above right. Above right. Therefore, this will be 1010. If this is R, this is L. Right hand side, left, above, below. Okay, this value. Now, C is not equal to 0. D is also not equal to 0. Both are not equal to 0. In this case, apply logical AND operation between C and D. What is AND operation? If you find 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Logical AND operation. If you look at this, the bitwise AND operations. Okay. Here 1, here 1. AND operation will be 1. Here 0. So 0 with any number AND operation will become 0. Therefore 1, 0, 0, 0. This is also not equal to 0. Therefore trivially reject. This means this line CD will not be visible because both ends are lying outside the viewport. Right. Let us take one more example. This straight line is very interesting. It is crossing the viewport. Do coding, whatever it is. Here I have given name M, here N. Do coding here. Okay. So this is below. A, B, R, L. Okay. R, L, 0. Above is 0. It is below, therefore 0, 1, 0, 0. N is equal to 0, 0, 1, 0. This is left hand side. L, R, L alone 1, R will be 0, other two will also be 0. So in this case, how to calculate? M is not equal to 0, N is not is equal to 0. In this case, perform bitwise AND operation. AND operation. If you perform this, 0 with 0, 0, 1 with 0, 0, this 0, this 0 with this 1, 0, 1, 0, because it's AND operation. Here 0, this is 0, we will get 0, 0. What does it mean? Some point lies inside the window. That is the meaning of it, interpretation. Okay. Now you have to find out the intersection point P. Intersection point P in this case. Okay. Either you can move from bottom to top or top to bottom. Both way it is okay. In this case, I am moving from bottom to top. The intersection point I am finding out, this is P. I have to do the coding for P. This is a boundary point. This P is 0, 0, 0, 4, 0. N already I found. Now do bitwise AND operation. Bitwise AND operation. Now this is 0, 0 with any value will be 0. Therefore again you have to check the intersection point. Okay, some portion is visible in the viewport. That is the meaning for getting 0. Okay, find out this intersection, code it. This will be 0, 0. Q will be 0, 0. Exactly at the boundary. I am considering it this viewport. Therefore, this will be Q, P. Both will be 0. Now, PQ will be visible. So, code the endpoints. Do bitwise AND operation. If you get 0, that portion will be visible. If it is not 0, that will not be visible. That is why the logic behind this algorithm. So is it clear? Okay. At this point of time, what I am trying to convey is, if a line, both the ends are known, do the coding with respect to viewport and take bitwise AND operation so that you can make a decision, or otherwise the system will take a decision that which ends are visible, which will be shown to the observer. Okay, that point I am trying to convey. This coding is okay?
Yes, sir.
I am talking about, I want to get the feedback for this coding alone. Okay, later on we can discuss. Okay, next slide, I will give you an example how to find out intersection. That will be very interesting aspect. You have to correlate all the points. This coding of endpoints and finding out intersection. You have to write the code. Accordingly, your system will identify which will be visible within the viewport. Okay. Right. Thank you for your feedback. I am moving to the next slide. Okay. So again, the confusion begins over here. So this statement, if you look at, It seems you have to mug it up everything, but it is not so. Assign an outcode to each vertex of line to test. Bit 1 is equal to sign bit of y max minus y. If both outcodes 0, trivially accept bitwise, or bitwise and vertex outcode together. If result is not is equal to 0, trivially reject. So this statement example I have given it in the previous slide. Okay, so how to do coding? By knowing the endpoint, take a bitwise AND operation. If it is 0, trivially accept. If not, you have to find out the intersection point, and you keep on continue to find out the portion which is visible to the observer. Right. Next one. So this is also the systematically they have given this statement. If a line cannot be trivially accepted or rejected, subdivide so that one or both segments can be discarded. Pick an edge that the line crosses. How to do that? I will give you an example. I will explain it with a numerical example. Intersect line with the edges. This is also you have to write coding. Discard portion on wrong side of edge and assign outcode to new vertex. Apply trivially accept reject test. Repeat if necessary. So what is trivially accept? If after bitwise operation of both the endpoints, if you get 0, accept. If not, reject. Or some cases you may require to find out intersection point, and the point which is within the viewport will be visible. Points within the viewports will be visible. That also you have to do calculation. Okay. So this one, this is the example. You observe carefully. This one I have made it. Right. Here, this shows the viewport. You just watch the cursor. This is viewport. Understand? So viewport, the lowermost corner, this corner and this corner, I am giving certain value for the sake of understanding. So this is 2, 2, this is 6, 5. It means x minimum, y minimum, 2, 2, x maximum, y maximum, 6, 5. I am defining the size of the viewport. Okay? Or it can be called as global constants. Right? Now, I have drawn a line. Its starting point is 1, 3. This endpoint is E, that is 7, 6. Okay, this is a simple example. By using this, you can expand your algorithm for any case. Okay, 7, 6. I am giving notation x0, y0. This is x1, y1. Okay, right. Now, if the starting point, this formula you are familiar with, what is it? Linear interpolation. Okay, x1 is equal to 1. You forget about this coding and all. In order to understand how to find out y value at D, I have given this. Okay, so exact expression I will be writing it in terms of x0, y0, x max, y max, x min, y min. Okay, simply my objective is I am looking into this line. This portion is outside the viewport. I am going to find out the value, x, y coordinate value for intersection point D. Okay. So here 1, 3, x1 is 1, y1 is 3. This endpoint x2 is 7, y2 is 6. Okay. If x equal to 6, in this case means top corner x coordinate value, what is the value of y? I am interested in finding out, for which you have to do linear interpolation. It's a straight line equation. x1 is equal to 1, y value is 3 here. When x2 is equal to 7, y value is 6, this point. If x equal to 6 at this location, what is the value of y? Means intersection point I am interested in. Y coordinate value of intersection point of point D. Okay. So y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1 is the standard formula, straight line formula. I am using this notation here. And m is slope of the line. By knowing starting point and end point, you can write m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This is equal to y2 minus y1, 6 minus 3 divided by 7 minus 1. You will get 0.5. Y minus y1 is equal to, this m value is 0.5. This is x minus x1, where x equal to 6, x1 is equal to 1. Substitute, you will be getting y value 1.5. Understand? So this equation is okay. Finding y coordinate for intersection point D. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once you found this, in the algorithm, the same whatever value we are getting here, I have represented in terms of x0, y0, x1, y1, xmin, ymin, xmax, ymax. The same expression. So whatever notation I have used it here, that one I am using, and I found the point D is 6, 5.5. Okay, D is 6, 5.5, this point. Now, I am looking for this end. Its y coordinate value is greater than y max. This 5.5 is y value of D. The maximum y value for the viewport is 5. Therefore, D will not be visible. Again, I have to move from top to bottom, find out this intersection point, and you continue up to this point, and you will be understanding which are all the points will be visible. Okay. So in this, once D is known, check the coordinate of D with y max. If it is greater, that point will not be visible. Again, you have to find out the another intersection point. So moving from top to bottom, you keep on finding out the intersection point. By knowing that, you will be taking a decision that which portion will be visible to the observer. Okay, right. Likewise, once D is not visible, whatever be the points, left side of these will not be visible. It can be, you can truncate this portion, you can neglect this portion. Again, the straight line will become like this. Again, find out the intersection of C, find out x and y value here. If x and y are less than that, this will be visible. Likewise, you move it here, find out x and y, and this value you have to do the checking. It is a repetitive checking by which you can find out which portion is visible to the observer. Okay. Next. So apply trivially, accept or reject test, and repeat if necessary. Again, you have to do coding and all. You know that this point coding, you have to do coding for this point, coding for this point. Check it. How to do coding and all, I have explained in the previous slide. It is middle 0, 0, 0, 0. Here means 1, 0, 0. Okay, this point is supposed to be 1, 0, 0. Likewise, you have to do and test for trivially accept and reject conditions, and you will be knowing which portion of the line will be exactly visible. Okay, so this code, it is available. I have taken it from Wikipedia. You can check it. If you are comfortable with coding and all, you can make line and you can check it out how it works. Okay, so in your final examination, we will be asking you how Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm works, or write a brief note on clipping algorithm. That will be the question which can be evaluated by the teachers. This kind of coding will give you real real skill set. Okay, it is inside means 0, left 1, right 2. The coding only 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. So you can take any order. But in the previous slides, I have mentioned A, B, R, L. Okay, mnemonic A, B, R, L. A above, bottom or below, above, below, right and left. I have given it in that order. Any order you can take. Okay, but the order has to be same for all the points. That is the key. And again, computer code is like that. You just look at it, how it finds, and accordingly, for every corner, every side, you have to do this and you have to check. Okay, this is how you should implement the Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm. Okay, clipping of polygons we can discuss in the next class. Okay, I am stopping with this and I will post the attendance.